Hello, all. I'm Michael with WriterSanctuary. Now, in a week, I should be taking the first steps towards earning my bachelor's degree in creative writing. However, the financial aid for the program is held up, and I'm still on the hook for more than $3,200. And when we spoke with him this morning, it was anything but productive. Now, I had to send a few tax files to get the process started, and the only financial aid I've received thus far is the COF deal, the College Opportunity Fund. Now, while the COF has credited me with almost $700, that still leaves a huge chunk of money that I don't have. And unless I can figure out a way to wipe that out, whether it be through the Pell Grant or through student loans, I'll have to remove myself from the classes before September 5th. I'm not the only one that's having issues at the moment. My girlfriend is also getting the runaround, as she had to fill out a form to prove that she's not going to drop the classes. So that is a whole different ball of wax. Uh, to cut the long story short, she had to leave 12 years ago for health and family reasons, which earned her a W for the withdrawal. And in that time, she earned a master's degree at Dartmouth College. To put that into perspective, Dartmouth is one of the most prestigious institutions in the United States. Now, fast forward to today, and her financial aid didn't drop because she needed to fill out a form that no one told her about until today. Essentially, she is on financial aid suspension and has to fill out an appeal form every term until she meets the certain percentage of completion she was at when she moved to Maine in 2013. Which goes to show that you should never withdraw from a university. Fuckers hold a grudge like you wouldn't believe. Now, keep in mind that classes start next week. Some of us need that damn money to drop. It's taken them a very long time to process the information, and I'm assuming it has a lot to do with the government's cutbacks and complete dismantling of the educational department, as well as social services. And at the end of the day, if financial aid doesn't post, or at least give me some new hoops to jump through, I might have to drop shortly after I start. Now, there's only a window of a few weeks when you can drop courses without getting fined. It's quite maddening, and that there are so many hurdles to clear just because someone wants an education. And if you're not making more than the median income of adults in the United States, it's damn near financially impossible. Now, about 47% of adults in the US make less than $75,000 a year. I'm among them. So, trying to afford going to college without loans is extremely difficult. Then you have to take out so many loans that you wind up being in debt for the next 20 to 30 years. So, what's my backup if my scholastic career ends shortly after it begins? Well, I'm going to keep writing books. Sure, it would be nice to have a degree hanging on my wall, but it's not going to stop me from doing what I love. Who knows? I might be able to afford taking classes at a later date. I'm not going to completely drop the idea of working towards a master's or a PhD, but I'm not going to let that stop me from learning and growing into a better author. I have too many stories to tell and some amazing things coming up soon for Writer Sanctuary. I'm not about to let a slight hiccup detract from those things that I'm building. I have a lot planned for the near future, whether I'm in college or not. So we'll have to see how things unfold. I would love to go to college, but I'm not going to throw in the towel if things don't pan out this fall. I'll just keep trying until everything clicks. In the meantime, Shadows of Atlantic City is about to be published. Fury will be done in the next month, and Seven will be finished on Wattpad. And perhaps I can get YouTube channels to bring in enough to pay for tuition next year. So that's about it. It's kind of a very short update, but um, with financial aid being held over my head, there's really not much I can do. I owe too much money. I already have all my credit cards are maxed out, and yeah, I can't afford another $3,200 or another monthly payment at that matter. Well, like I said, that's not going to stop me from trying to get a degree. It's just probably going to take a little bit longer. And for someone who has a bit of an age issue, that's kind of disappointing. I would have liked to have had a bachelor's degree before I turned 60, but I don't know what's going to happen. So it's almost like SNU was a hell of a lot easier to get into. All the stuff by now was clicking perfectly ish. I mean, the first 3 months kind of sucked ass, but at least I was much farther along. And CU seems to be dragging their feet, and from what it sounds like, a lot of people decided to call financial aid this morning. So I'm not the only one. I'm not just talking about my girlfriend. My daughter's financial aid didn't drop, and I'm fairly sure that, judging by the sound of the guy's voice and the people that were working in the background, nobody's dropped. Well, I can't say nobody's because some people probably got their money, but in the meantime, I bet a lot of people didn't. Anyway, in the meantime, I'll just keep doing what I do and keep creating content and cross my fingers that something goes viral. I doubt I'll ever be as big as Mr. Beast, but you never know. There's a few things I have planned out for WriterSanctuary's YouTube channel anyway that might take off and make me a few bucks here and there. But in the meantime, I gotta get back to work. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button for more videos about self-publishing, blogging, freelance writing, or anything else I cover. Hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Now, things are going to do it for me today. I'm going to get back to trying to make something work. I'll see you next time.